Grace and peace to you and your family. Many years ago, I came across an amazing news story from San Diego, California. A wealthy woman had purchased a large cactus plant during the redecoration of her home. She wanted a huge cactus plant as a centerpiece in her living room. She was rather happy with her expensive purchase, $3,000 she paid for that plant. A few days later, she noticed something rather strange about the plant. It began to sway and hum, and that seemed rather unusual to her, but she put up with it. But as the swaying and humming continued day after day, she became rather worried. And so she dialed 911. And thankfully, she got an operator who was familiar with this very uncactus-like behavior. And the operator said to her, "Ma'am, you need to leave your house immediately. We're sending over a response team, an emergency team to help you. Get out now." And minutes later, a 5-man response team pulled up, ran into the house, lifted up the cactus, and rushed it outside to the backyard. And just moments later, after they had set it down and started to walk away, the huge cactus plant literally exploded, bursting wide open, and thousands of tarantulas shot out in every direction. Now, can you just picture that whole scene in your mind? Unless you really like giant spiders, I would think that that would be one of your worst nightmares. Unfortunately for the lady, yes, she did get her $3,000 back, but she had to pay more than that for exterminator service for the entire neighborhood block and for cleaning up her own home. This idea of using cacti for home decoration may be rather new, but apparently tarantulas have been using them for mass breeding farms for a long time. That's nice to know, huh? Can you imagine this poor woman's experience? She spends $3,000 for a beautiful, perfect-looking plant for her home, only to have a plant full of awful spiders. You see, it's easy to focus on what you can see and then decide that that's reality. But sometimes it's what you cannot see that's more important. This is just a thought, and I'm Birger Draget, pastor for Three Angels Seventh-day Adventist Church in Wichita, Kansas. The Bible says in 2 Corinthians 4, verse 18, "So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." I pray that God will help you today to focus on what is unseen, to look first to God and to His values and to the hope that He has given us for eternity, and that your life will be a life of a sojourner, a life of a pilgrim, and that you will value the eternal realities more than what meets the eye here as we make decisions throughout this day.